Alright, well, sorry about that. The ending in the original played the Ride of the Valkyrie song a little bit before tailing off into some other stuff, so let's take a look at some of the concept art from the original one so you can see kind of how well they had already planned the game and looked at it ahead of time. And there's going to be a lot of these, so I'm not going to go through all of them, but just kind of cool to see the way they designed things in artwork and then how well they actually brought that into the actual game and some of the stuff that didn't make it. Corley Motors Factory. Junkyard with the dog. Some early artwork of Ben. Oof, rough on some of those designs. Skip ahead a little bit, don't want to spoil it all. There's some better final ones, some good artwork designs on the way the factories would look, and even planned out the city. And even the whole world, really. So you have a test site, melon wheat over here. I don't know what some of these are. Oh, the mink ranch. Kickstand into melon wheat over there. Cuyahoga, there's the gorge. Gorge jump, the old mine road. Way to go around what looks like a fish carcass and stuff there. And then you got the factory. Stadium. Wow, that's really detailed the way they did this and even questioned some of it. So they even designed a whole world, and I haven't even seen a lot of these. Cavefish hideout, complete with everything there. More updated Corley Motors look. Much prefer the dystopian one that they kind of went with. Vultures built into a mountain, some of the bikes. Almost looks like an alien spaceship. It's pretty cool the amount of stuff they put into this and then buried some of it under mountains. Whoa. They did a really good job designing all of this and then putting it out together in there. So cool stuff to look at and see kind of the design process and how easy it was to kind of convert a lot of these into CG since it's just cell shading. So they really didn't have such an insane amount of work to do. I mean, this is pretty much straight from the game right here. It's hand drawn. They just added color to it and then added some animation to the GIF. With a lot of these, it's just really well done artwork and scenes. It's just beautiful, and that's why I like it so much, because it literally is just the game.
Put my head in a bit. Put my...
There's the Valkyries. Cool that you get to listen to a lot of that. And you can hear how it originally was. First the upgrade. Wow, that's a huge difference. Yeah, the sub comes up, because I got 5.1 headphones on, so it's a huge difference when that kicks in. Full throttle. Yeah, Marine. Wow, that's a lot. That's a good song, but I can't spend too much time on there or I will end up in... Okay, I don't want the commentary on. I will end up with some issues. Yes, I want to start over. Ooh, yeah, that's what I remember as a kid. Look at those textures. This is what I remember as a kid. So this is how the game looked back when it originally came out. Oh yeah, look at them pixels. I'm not going to play the whole game again like this, but you can see the aesthetic, the low res, because again, we only had, what was it back then, 640 by 480 on the monitor, I think, when this game came out. Maybe we were at 8 by 6, I don't remember, but it was pretty low. We were above 480 in monochromatic monitors back then. Let's go in real quick. You can see the animations are still smooth, the animation is still really good, but it really shows how good the remaster was on this.
It was sticky. Look, I don't want no trouble. Just leave me out of this mess.
Alright, so that I'd forgotten how pixelated this was, but you can see the incredible amount of detail that they still show you, even though you can see all the pixels. So this literally is like a GIF file with all the animations done through the texturing and all that stuff. Just an old art form that's gone. The new remaster did a really good job of staying true to the dimensional aspects of it, because this looks very similar.
You know what might look better on your nose?
What?
The bar.
Animations, everything's
Now,
good. All
don't
they did was
mess
clean
around
it
with
up. You can see in his eye,
all
the
right.
light,
I
the
got
cross
your
of
keys, but I
pixels.
don't know nothing.
They did a really
They
good
had
job with the
guns.
remaster, so I'm very
They
pleased
told me
with
to
that.
store you as long as possible.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
Alright, let's back out. So, that just shows the difference. So for anybody who doesn't remember the ye old days of low res, here you go. But it still looks really good. Even in these standards, everything fits. There's nothing that doesn't match the aesthetic. So Ben there being pixelated, sure, I could probably walk over here and you'd never know that was Ben standing right there in the middle of the ground. You can see the shadows animating. You can see the way the textures animate in the background. This is what they cut from the remaster. And this is some of that environmental stuff that I mentioned where I'm like, I thought the clouds animated. Well, they did, in the way they made the heat seem to rise off the ground, the way they just did a waving shader on the underside of these, so you can just see this little shadow move across the clouds, and it makes the whole scene look like it's moving. And it's totally an immersive feel to that. It's low res, it's low poly. There really aren't any polys in this. It's just really low res, old school tricks, and it works. You buy the aesthetic. It's incredible. That's what I love about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it and enjoyed this look at some of the bonus features as well as how low res some of these old games are. But that's it for Full Throttle. Again, love this game. Not perfect, flawed, but it's a good time, good romp. So we'll see you next time in the next game that we pick.